Hi, good afternoon everyone. We are live here in Dicap Republic in second floor, Pioneer Street. And we are on our third leg of our series called Love and Career. So I'm happy to introduce some of my fellow coaches with me. By the way, I'm Coach Ed and I'm here with
I am Coach Alan. I'm Coach Sean.
Coach Danny.
Coach Clint.
Yes, and for our last two series that we have, we first discussed about self-love on our first series, and on second we have love in relationship, and today we will be discussing love and career.
Love and career.
Yun. Coaches, ano kaya yung first question na maganda nating itanong with our audience?
I think that yung pinakamagandang tanong is there such thing as an option to choose between love and career? Pinagpipilian nga ba talaga siya? At napapagpilian ba? Coach Danny, sa tingin mo, love and career?
I don't think na kailangan talagang mamili. As much as possible, sa point of view ko is that if we can have both, why not? But if there are situations na kailangan mong mamili, ang point of view ko is that relationship can last a lifetime, a career does not.
Wow.
Yun lang ang gagalingan ko.
Did not relationship last a last time?
Relationship can last a lifetime, but a career does not.
Does not. Okay.
Okay,
Ganda.
galing.
Coach Danny.
Hashtag. Galing, galing.
Before tayo mag-move on, intindihin muna natin ba, ano ang career? What does career mean? Sabi ni dictionary, si paring Google, a career is an occupation undertaken for a significant period of a person's life and with opportunities for progress. So yun yung career. A specific time lang, pero eventually, you will get growth as the years or the days progress. So sabi nga ni Coach Danny, yung relationship pwedeng tumagal, pero yung career pwede kang mag-shift.
Alright.
So yun yung tanong doon. So sabi ni Coach Danny kanina, yung love and career or career, pwede ka ba mag-choose? Yung ba yung sabi mo, Coach Danny kanina?
Sa akin is that as much as possible, pwede nating ipagsabay yung dalawa.
Pwede
We
pagsabay.
can grow in our career, and at the same time, we should grow in our relationship.
Okay.
But there are situations na minsan kailangan mo mamili. Ang point of view ko, katulad na sinabi ko kanina, is that relationship can last forever, it can last forever, but a career cannot. So, what does it mean? Para sa akin, we are social beings.
Okay.
We are God's co-creator.
Yes.
We are procreator. So, innate sa atin na yung we long for a relationship. Kasi, you might succeed in your career, pero there will always be that yung parang void in you if you cannot have that relationship.
Ang galing.
Galing.
How about you, Coach Ed? Experience.
Siguro sa akin, I'm working as an IT kasi till now, and siguro the moment na nag-trigger din sa akin to balance whatever it is that I have in life is when I finally know or nalaman ko na what really is yung passion ko of what are the things I want to do. Kasi mostly, kanina as we talk before we go live, napag-usapan natin yung work and life balance is nothing more like 50-50. Hindi naman siya totally 50-50, but it will depend on our values. Kaya nakakatuwa kasi for some season in our life, we tend to have a 60% work and 40% family time, and that's called balance for some. And so for some season we have 70% in family life and 30% in work life, and that's still called balance. So depende talaga sa season. Pero katulad nga din ng sabi ni Coach Danny, it is important for us to value first bakit ba natin ginagawa yung career at the first place. What relationship or what are the things that would last. And sabi niya, yun yung family relationship.
Okay. So, how about you, Coach Clint? Given an option, anong pipiliin mo? Love or career?
Ayan. So, being the youngest, no? So ako pa lang yung, kayo
The
kasi
cutest.
ano eh,
Young,
pabalik na
youngest.
ako, pag ano pa lang. So,
Sabay tayo.
yun sa akin, ano,
Ganito lang.
I don't think I have to choose between love or career. At kasi parang if you ask me, pipiliin ko ba yung magmahal o yung i-pursue yung career na gusto ko, na something that I'm passionate about, that's something that makes me happy. I think kung ganun yun, medyo toxic. Parang, do you have a friend sa, pare, huwag ka dyan, dito ka na lang sa akin. Ganun. Huwag ganun. Parang, for me, if when I finally enter a love life, it will be something na we support each other. So, meron siyang gustong gawin, ito yung career niya, and she wants to grow there. I'll support her. I'll do what I can to support her. At the same time, I believe na she will be supporting me as well. Diba? Ito yung gusto kong tahaking career. I want to be a life coach. I don't think na she will tell me, huwag kang mag-life coach, dito ka na lang sa akin. But for me, it's more of finding the harmony between the two.
Okay, yun sa balance talaga. It needs to be balanced. How about you, Coach Pastor Alan? Based on your experience, especially yung experience mo din as being a pastor, you have a lot of people na lumalapit sa'yo, no, na are talking about career and love. Paano ba binabalance?
Well, yung sa akin muna, no, in my own personal point of view, I learned this definition by career or trabaho dun sa matandang Tagalog na hanap buhay. So, in the work or the career that you are into, you are finding life. Kasi yun yung matandang ibig sabihin ng hanap buhay. So, I would refer to Coach Ed. When I started my career or hanap buhay, I used my value in finding the career that I want. The first career that I had was an educator, and until now, I'm an educator. I'm a professor. So, because I love what I'm doing, and I'm finding life on that career that I have chosen, basically, I found the person or the people na in the same value with me. So, nung we're in a relationship, hindi nagkaroon ng conflict.
Yes.
Kasi, we have the same value. So, hindi yung medyo naging issue sa amin kung ano yung pagpipilian. So, in the first place, I chose a career based on my value. But dun sa second na question na sinabi ni Coach Son, marami talaga lumalapit sa akin and they are really asking, they are torn between choosing their career, which gives them a lot of perks and pays the bills and bukod pa ron. And then of course, meron dito yung tug of war ng relationship. So, because lagi silang nahihirapan, I always end up asking them, what do you value the most? And whatever value, minsan kasi hindi tayo pare-parehas ng value eh. Yung ibang value sa iba maganda sa'yo, yung ibang value sa iba pangit sa'yo. For example, ito.
Sige, before we proceed, gusto pa natin i-hi si Coach Limuel for tuning in. Hello!
Hi, Coach.
Hashtag Pogi Coaches daw.
Thank you.
And also with Coach Mel and Coach Doreen. Hi, coaches.
Hi!
From Cebu.
Hello.
Hi.
For example,
pag may questions.
yeah, nakita ko to from Jim Collins. He talked about a certain company, Philip Morris. Lahat naman tayo nakatingin na ng sigarilyo, di ba? So,
Nakatingin ka na.
nakatingin na na.
Father's instinct.
Ang sinasabi niya rito ni Jim Collins, yung mga kumpanya that they stick so much with their values, regardless of the values pangit sa iba, maganda sa'yo, yun yung mga nagsasucceed. So every time they talk to me, whatever your values is, dun ka. If they value career, yun na pinupunta nila. If they value family, so laging ganun, umabot sa, what do you value the most?
Ang ganda na, no? At least on a relationship perspective, dapat malinaw yung values.
Yes.
No? Because kung walang clarity, doon nag-i-start yung problem. And just a good transition to the next question is, when is it the right time to choose between love and career? Sa tingin mo, Coach Ed, when is it the right time to choose between the two?
Siguro kasi choosing first kasi is dahil nga dun sa mga first years natin, we already discovered how to give self-value, self-worth, and all the information needed. Pero kasi, I would like to call on din yung mga fresh graduates na naghahanap pa rin ng work. Ako, in that thing na gusto nyong mag-select or you are in the process of selecting, siguro isang factor na tinitingnan natin is yung ano ba yung natapos mo. Pangalawa kasi, ano yung gusto mong gawin dun sa part na yun. Kasi for example ako, as an IT engineer, meron akong maraming major subjects. May software, may iba-iba pang part, meaning. So, meron sa akin nag-trigger na isang subject na sobrang nakakatuwa kasi major din namin yun. Na yun yung naging driving force ko, yun yung naging fuel ko to go on pushing to a certain work. Kasi yun yung field na gusto ko, hindi siya pwedeng, at first, you need to be a master of single. Kasi most of us, even yung mga fresh grad, sa daming gustong gawin, gustong pasukan, gustong gawin lahat ng natutunan. Pero the secret or the thing that I want to share dun sa in how I choose my first career is to follow my passion that is inside the values of what I have finished in college. So yun siguro yung sa akin for that.
And just to share yung experience ko, when sa college kasi, nung nag-college ako, I didn't really have a clear direction kung anong gusto ko. Yung influence sa akin on making a decision of a profession or an academy is influenced by my friends. Pero eventually, nung graduate ako ng college and I was married back then, I already have kids. So ang intention ko lang is to earn money. So yung mentality ko during the time when I already had a kid, tapos wala pa akong work, naghahanap ako ng work, is just to get a job. Yun yung clear sa akin because I'm choosing between yung love ko, which is my family, to support them. Hindi pa clear yung career. But eventually, as the years progress and you have more experience, you're earning the money that you need, that's a time that you can make a decision already to tweak towards kung ano ba talaga yung career na gusto mo. Sabi mo nga, Coach, na kailangan i-balance, di ba? But there are some times talaga, sabi nga ni Coach Ed, na may season.
Yeah.
There are some seasons na kung may anak ka, you'll prioritize more time with your kids, your family. And there are times pag na-promote ka, focus ka naman doon sa career. And I have experienced that during transitions in my lifetime na nag-i-start din ng away sa relationship. But it's very important that you choose between ano ba talaga yung importante during that transition. Get sa transition mismo. And the conversation, yung values nga between your wife and yourself, dapat clear. Or yung partner mo, kung partner pa lang, dapat may clarity. Dapat malinaw. Okay? Coach, do you want to add anything? Ano ba? When is it the right time to choose between the two?
Well, there's really no option. Para sa akin, it's just a matter of balancing nga. For example, kasi in my career as a pastor, as a profession, medyo mas hawak yung oras ko. Pero in the wee hours of time, na on call lagi. But unlike my wife, who's a regular employee, and most of the time, lagi siyang minsan ginagabi, minsan nagsa-travel sa iba't ibang bansa. That is the time na I have to understand, hindi na ako nagde-demand. Ba't wala kang oras? Bakit ganyan-ganyan? Kasi nga, intindihan mo. It comes with the job that she has. So, suportahan lang talaga. But siyempre, hindi minsan nawawala yung away. Minsan naghahanap ka rin. But at the end of the day, kagaya nga na sinabi mo, ang importante sa amin is that our kids. So, if there are times na nasa ibang bansa siya, minsan napadala siya sa ibang bansa ng 9 months. So, 9 months. So, ako na lang ang pumupunta ron, and then buti na ibenta yung Skype. At never na nag-away kami na wala kang panahon. Pero nung mga panahon na yun, meron talagang nami-miss. Na-miss niya yung parang unang ngipin ni Dakilas na nalaglag. Yun yung mga prices that we have to pay. But during that time, talagang hindi naman siya masama na pinili niya yun kasi yun yung call sa kanya. But I was there to, although hindi ko mapunuan yung pagiging nanay niya, but I was there to take a picture. This was the first book na nag-send it.
Para at least na document.
Yeah.
How about you, Coach Danny? You've been married for ilang years na, Coach Danny?
25.
25 years, yun.
25 long.
Paano yung experience for you? Paano mo siya nilalaro?
Tanong ko muna yung tanong ni Chris. Happy?
Happy.
Happy!
Two thumbs up.
Sa question na when it is right to choose between love and career, hindi kasi ako namili. I just made the necessary sacrifice.
Yun.
I was already working then as a teacher na magkaroon ako ng relationship with my
Beautiful.
ex-girlfriend.
Ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, kasi
Sabi ko
wife,
sana, beautiful.
wife ko na siya ngayon.
Yeah.
She was, nag-aaral pa rin siya doon. So I have to make a necessary sacrifice kasi may time na naglalambing, gusto magpahatid sa Pampanga. So, kailan ko siya.
Pinahatid mo ba lagi, Coach, pag gustong magpahatid?
Yes.
Yun.
So, hatid ko siya sa Pampanga, uuwi ako sa bahay, mga 11 o'clock sa gabi, then I have to prepare my lesson plan. The next day ay Monday, so yun ang pinaka-araw na gustong-gusto natin gumising. So, para sa akin, I did not make a decision to choose it. Hintuan ko na ba tong relationship namin kasi nakakapagod. Sa isip ko lang is, sakripisyo to.
Galing.
So, parang sa tingin ko naman, nagbunga eh.
Oo naman, oh.
Okay.
Oo, grabe nga. So, ayun.
Ito may si Coach Jan.
Oh, question.
Challenge is choosing between what you're passionate about versus what pays the bill. Tama nga naman.
Pero maganda yung point niya na passionate about versus what pays the bill. Kasi ako naniniwala ko, I'm a believer that if you're doing now that you're not really that passionate and it already pays the bill, ano pa kaya yung pwedeng makuha when you're
Correct.
being passionate? Ano pa kaya yung bill na pwede mong bayaran? Baka pati yung bills namin kaya mo nang bayaran. If you're doing what you're passionate about. So,
Yeah. And common kasi sa workplace yan. So I've worked in a corporate environment for more than a decade. Yung nagiging challenge lagi when I ask my people in the workplace, ang tanong ko sa kanila, if they're given an option to do the things that they love, ito ba yung gusto nila?
Yes.
And common yung sagot is, iba eh.
Iba.
If they're given an option to earn money while doing the things that they love, mag-move sila doon. Kaya lang, yung reality of life kasi is sometimes kung ano yung what's in front of us, yun yung kinukuha natin. Which is drifting tayo towards dun sa mga binibigay sa atin sa harap.
Yes.
While really designing our own life and really wanting to achieve kung ano ba talaga gusto natin. Kaya lang, babalik ko rin doon, yung fear.
Yeah.
Yung fear natin of judgment, rejection, and failure. So ganun pa rin siya mag-shift. How about you, Coach Clint? Kung papipiliin ka, when is it the right time?
I think it's more of what is your priority right now. So, ako ngayon single and I'm 23. Right now, ang priority ko is to work. My priority is to advance my career so that pagdating ng panahon when I want to have my own family, prepared ako. Kasi right now, can I choose na magkaroon ng love life? Pwede. Pwede naman mag-choose magka-love life ngayon. Pwede akong manligaw ng sino magustuhan ko. Pero, am I being responsible?
yun.
Do I have the financial capability na manligaw to support? Or basta lang ako go ng go? Yun kasi I think yung doon ko na-realize yun, nung college kasi ako, may baon. So, madili manligaw.
Wala na ba?
may baon kasi may weekly binibigay. So, may pera akong nagagastos. Pwede ko siyang i-date, pwede ko siyang ipon ng onte. Madili. Pero ngayon, kailangan ko sa magtrabaho eh.
Yes.
Nandun na kasi yung reality of life na there are things na you have to do. Diba? So, ang tanong is it the right time? Is it being responsible? So, yung, learning from you guys, pag may anak ka na, syempre, priority mo yung anak mo. So, you have to really give time. So, it's not, instead of choosing, it's knowing which is your priority at your current season.
Okay,
Pwede maganda siya. Kasi maganda yung kay Clint eh. As of now, he chose career. Pero pwede, kasi meron din akong kaibigan ganyan nga, nga, kasi ito yung follow-up na tanong ko sa may marami ng pera, kumbaga kaya na bumuhay ng pamilya. Pero nung tinanong ko, when would be the right time for you to have a relationship? Kasi as of now, talagang pinipili niya career. Sabi niya, basta may inaabot akong figure eh. Pag naabot ko yun, siguro pwede na. Ikaw, Coach Clint, when would be for you the right time na okay na to, I'm ready to date?
For me, my basis is when I can finally support myself.
Start talaga.
Pag kaya ko nang bumukod sa bahay, tapos
Bahay.
masaya na akong kasi ngayon, I live with my parents. So, pag nandun na ako sa point na kaya ko nang support yung sarili ko, and I even have extra, I think yun na yun. Pwede na ako mag-start doon.
Okay.
Ganda din ng ng point ni Coach Limuel. Nakatune in sa atin. When career and job seems to be in conflict, go back to your family values and reflect.
Tama.
Ganda, no?
Ganda.
Pero curious ako, Coach Danny, dun sa time na naglalambing si ma'am,
Yes.
itago na lang natin siya sa pangalang Coach A. Sa time na naglalambing si ma'am,
May mga audience po kami dito.
kasi hindi namin na-imagine na naglalambing talaga si ma'am.
Hello sa studio audience.
Studio audience. Nandito kami sa DCAP. So, ang question doon, meron bang time na naging conflict yun sa work and you have to choose between doing what is necessary or doing what is needed?
Meron.
Pwede mo bang explain ka para sa amin ni
Isang
Clint?
anecdote lang siguro yun. Nagsisimula siya mag-work noon. Fragile yun siya nung umpisa eh. Emotionally, madali siya maniyak. So parang bago pa lang siya sa trabaho, she was in Baguio. At the time, meron kaming outreach activities sa school. Tapos tumawag siya. Hinanap ako ng sekretary ng principal. Tapos sabi niya, Dan, may long distance. Wala pang cellphone.
LDR pa.
LDR sila.
Yeah, so tumawag, paghilaw ko pa lang, sabi niya, magsalita ka na lang. Parang gusto niya magsalita. Parang gusto lang niya sigurong may makausap. Pero sa akin, parang hindi pwede sa telepono.
Okay.
Right there and then, I decide to leave our activity. Mga 12 yun. 12 in the
Narinig yung
afternoon
mga
yun.
babae sa house, no?
12 in the afternoon. Iniwan ko yung activity. Tapos sumakay ako papuntang bahay.
Di ba?
Nagbas ka pa yata ng coach, no?
So,
So, ang ganda ng story. And yun yung next question natin dito is, do you have to put your career ahead of your love life? O di ba ang ganda? Based on sa kwento ni Coach Danny, inuna mo yung love life kaysa sa career.
Critical eh. Critical priority over
Yun, tama yun.
yung
Critical
needed
priority.
eh. Yung kumbaga kung meron kang priority na parang ito, lahat naman yung priority when it comes to doing your career and job. Pero may time na may nagki-critical na kailangan mong unahin and this, yung expect na yung kabila would understand.
Yan.
yeah.
Yun.
Umiiyak na eh.
Umiiyak na, oh.
Hindi pwede.
Ano yung dahilan? Ba't umiyak?
Parang may conflict lang doon sa work nila.
Okay, may misunderstanding. Yun, yung mga
Akala
nakaka-connect
ko masakit yan eh.
Oo, baka nakakasakit. Yung nakaka-connect yung mga nanonood,
Baka lang kasi-
click like if you're connecting.
Oo.
Yan.
Saka you can ask
kasama na
questions
rin
din.
siguro yung namimiss.
Namimiss na.
Yeah.
Oo.
Paniniwala mo ba yan, coach? Hindi ba sinabi niya yan? Sinabi niya ba, I miss you?
Ako, I have the same experience din, yung nanganak yung wife ko, which is si Coach Tim. I'm working kasi dito sa Manila. Yung nanganak siya, umuwi ako agad. Kahit alam ko kailangan ng work. Wala pa akong 6 months doon sa work ko eh. I needed to go home. Kasi at the end of the day, mas importante yung pamilya. You need to make sure na yung values mo, you need to understand kung ano yung importance. Importante ba yung family o yung work? Yung work naman, ako for me, yung work, as long as you're you know what you really want and you're taking action, kaya mo naman maghanap ng trabaho. Pero ang tanong doon, ano yung gusto mo? Ano yung trabaho? Pero yung love, hindi nga, yun pa rin yung priority.
Ikaw. Sige, coach.
Sige, paano na tayong titubikin Zoe dito? Wala ka sa lolo ko.
Makinig tayo sa mga lolo
Baguio, mapapanganak. Totoo yun eh. Talagang you, and from this point in time, alam na natin what we value.
Yes.
What these handsome men value. We value the one that we love. Ako rin eh, ito yung sa akin naman, no, na-stroke yung father-in-law ko. who happens to be nasa Singapore noong panahon na yon. And of course, my wife as the eldest daughter, pumunta siya ron to take care of my father-in-law, and from there, she had to leave from her work, which is very lucrative, pero talagang pinayagan siya. So dahil 2 linggo na yata siya ron, ito yung mga panahon na tawag dito, na paso na yung credit card ko. But in my heart, gusto kong surpresahin siya sa anniversary namin. Ang anniversary namin is May 28, nandoon pa siya sa Singapore. So, hindi ko alam yung address ng AirPods ko, yung father-in-law ko. Pero, katanong-tanong, nagulat na lang siya, nandoon ako sa pintuan nila sa Singapore. So,
Hospital pala po.
hospital eh! So, may dala-dala ako. Hindi na ako bumili ng bulaklak doon kasi mahal. Pero, happy anniversary. Iiwanan mo eh, di ba? Di ba, coach?
Iiwan mo for certain grounds.
How about sa'yo, Coach Ed?
Sa akin kasi kasi before I go on a relationship, nakalatag lahat ng ginagawa ko.
Si Coach Ed pala, ikakasal na.
Oo.
Congratulations.
Next year! So yun, sa akin parang it's part of katulad din ni Coach Lin, na parang it's part of how we choose din. Na ito na yung mga ginagawa ko, ito pa yung mga gusto kong gawin. And parang makikita mo kasi right there and then how would the person supports you. And napakalaki kasi even doon sa may mga asawa, napakalaki ng part ng suporta ng asawa na yun din yung iniisip ko na kapag dumating yung time na you really have to do something important, hindi naman pag hindi mo siya pinuntahan, it doesn't make her feel less important. Pero kasi yun nga yung criticality lang na eto will benefit our future. And this would help us grow not only in our relationship but in social, sa different aspect ng buhay natin that we believe hindi lang yun yung dalawa tayo.
Okay. Coach, how are you using life coaching now since you're transitioning towards a married staff?
Siguro life coaching is a one big factor. Kasi parang if you're used to just speaking out or being too liberate, just stating information, life coaching teaches you now to listen. And not to process all, kasi medyo, di ba, we all agree as man, masakit sa ulo yung mga babae pag medyo madami.
Tama.
Madaming information na sinasabi.
Kaya naman sinasabi ni sila yun.
Hindi sila.
Hindi naman
Hindi kayo. Hindi ko yung
This is a
audience.
general audience. Most ng mga kilala ko, so parang iniisip ko is, it is important for a guy na makinig talaga. Kasi most of us, dahil medyo parang medyo stable yung isip natin, ito na kagad yung conclusion. Pero learning life coaching teaches me or us to really listen to them. And doon ko mas naiintindihan kasi it's a combination of non-verbal and verbal. Pag pinagsama mo, mas makikita mo na kahit yes, kung nakasimangot, no pala yun. Yung mga natutunan ko.
Tapos yung minsan may sasabihin na one-liner, instead na sabihan ka na lang kung anong gusto, parang question mark, mag-iisip ka pa.
Tapos minsan,
I agree.
sige na nga, pero yung tanong, yung nga ang taas, parang sige na nga, dapat lang yun. Pero yun, yung parang, you learn the value of compensating and adjusting.
Yes, tama.
O si Coach John, meron pala sinabi.
Ayan, Coach John, we are so resilient that sometimes we don't want to look for love because we want to bring food to the table. Tama, that's a noble act. But we need to learn to take care of ourselves.
Correct.
Yun. I'm sure deep in our hearts, we long to be taken care of. We want to be loved, be in a relationship. Tama nga.
Yung being in a relationship pa para dito sa katabi ko.
Yun. Coach Cliff, ikaw, you're a certified life coach and right now, yung focus mo ngayon sa career, tama? How are you using life coaching to transition, moving towards having a partner?
Tanongin niyo muna isa-isa, no?
For me kasi single pa naman. So what I do is, I life coach myself. So I ask myself questions na will bring out ano ba yung pinag-value ko currently. So, yung sa inyo nga, yung minsan yung criticality, no? Yung, diba ito, mas kailangan ko. So, you put the love life forward. or kung may kailangan sa trabaho, trabaho muna. So ganun din sa akin. Right now, yung kasi yung gusto kong gawin, career. But pagdating ng panahon, when I find someone, when the time, yung pag inisip ko, okay, ready na ako, I'll start shifting gears. No, I'll start putting in more time sa paghahanap ng girlfriend or focusing sa love life, gano'n.
Proud of, proud.
Hanggang sa pagdating ng panahon na may pamilya na, I'll put my family first na. So yun nga, more of kung ano yung currently kailangan ko. So kung nasa trabaho, tapos biglang yung katulad sa inyo, may kailangan gawin, may emergency, lilipat ako agad doon. Yun agad priority ko.
So yun yung shift, no?
Yun yung shift.
At kung may kailangan ng technique, dito lang.
Oh, yan na.
Wow! Coming from a father.
Pero yun, Coach Alan, especially ikaw, pastor ka, di ba? Madaming mga tao na nag-reach out sa'yo in times, during situations. Paano mo binabalance yun? When do you start making a decision to shift na, career muna, or yung profession mo muna, tapos yung family?
In line with what you asked kanina, it's a good thing that me and my wife were introduced to life coaching, because before, every time people come to me, they always seek for advice, and pag sa atin, sarap natin pakinggan yan, sabi nga, ano bang gagawin namin? So para kasi meron na tayong agad na ano. But right now, if people come to us, especially sa amin mag-asawa, we do not put our experiences in the table because magkakaiba talaga.
Yes.
And this is where life coaching really helps us in helping and empowering those people. Just recently, may nagtanong talaga sa akin, kapag lilipat siya ng ganitong trabaho, okay, talagang malaki. And that she would really compensate. Ang pang-ano pa nga niya is that the more I could give to the Lord.
Yes.
So parang ini-insinuate niya, just give the go signal. Minsan ganun kabigat yung pagiging pastor eh. Pag sinabi namin yes, tatanggapin nila. Okay? But then because of life coaching, I asked that person, okay, do you really need that amount of money in order for you to, what are you trying to satisfy and what are you trying to meet? And is that the only option pag tinanunan mo yung trabaho na yan? And then I also asked her, what would be the payoff for the setbacks kapag ginawa niya yun? So, syempre, wala siya, huwag mo munang sagutin. Sabi ko, you just come to me pagka alam mo na yung sagot.
Wow.
Pero dati, kung gusto mo yan, gawin mo, di ba?
Gawin na agad.
Pero mo bumalik, she decided not to.
May nag-message coach, pwede pakibasa?
Cute to hear real men share their thoughts on relationship and kilig stories. At
Coming from?
Denise from Batangas. Coach pala yan, Coach Denise.
Say hi.
Yun tayo.
And that's my wife, by the way.
Ayun, so next, is love enough reason to change gear professionally? Is love enough? Ano daw?
Reason.
Is not enough reason
To change. Simulan
gear
natin kay Coach
professionally?
Clint. Kasi
Coach Clint.
may gear ako narinig kanina
Maganda
eh.
to.
Yan, tulad na sinabi ko kanina, no? For me, when you say change gear, I think it's more of parang bibilis ka o mabagal ka. So, kung halimbawa, ngayon, focus ko career, no? So full throttle ako, career. Career. Yan lang talaga.
Naka-nose pa.
Oo. Pero pagka
Nakaturbo.
pero pagka dumating yung love life and I know na tama na kasi tulad na sinabi ko, no, yung priorities ko and when I'm financially ready or is it the right time for me, tama na ba to? Kung pag pinasok ko ng relationship na to, will it be good for me? Makakabuti pa siya sa akin? Will it make me grow? Or will it hamper me? Parang gano'n. Yun nga, pag yung sabi ko rin kanina, pagkadating ng panahon, with love, yeah, for me, yes, it's enough for me to change gear and I will slowly rearrange my priorities in life.
How about you, Coach?
sa akin kasi yung journey natin as a person is like din yung nasa wheels ka. There are person that will happen, and pero we have to accept that yung mga sumasakay, bababa din yon in time. There's nothing more permanent in life that what you have yung sa sarili mo that builds to a relation to your creator. Kaya parang sa akin, learn to value what is necessary in life, na accept your season. Kung dito ka sa season na ganito, prosper with it. Kasi being single is really happy din eh. Being a husband to our wife is really fulfilling, and dad to our children is really happy din eh. Both have their impacts, pero kasi minsan we should need to choose when to speed up or when to slow down in things in life. Lalo na kung alam mo kung sino yung sakay mo. Kasi minsan may mga bagay na sobrang mag-slow down ka na mapapapark ka, and before you know it, sira na pala yung kotse mo. Because you park on it.
May gusto kong i-add dyan. Yung changing gears, no? Halimbawa, focus ka sa career mo, tapos may asawa ka na, or may girlfriend ka na, when yung relationship mo na yun, you value that relationship, importante sa'yo yan. But when you see that relationship deteriorating, kasi puro ka lang trabaho, I think there's something wrong. Kasi what do you value? Do you value the relationship, or mas importante sa yung career mo? Okay.
So in that time, you need to make a decision already kung saan ka talaga pupunta. Kung mas importante yung relationship or yung love or yung sa career.
Kasi, tatagdang ko yan. Sabi nga ni Bruno Mars,
Wow, Bruno Mars.
too young, too dumb to realize that I should have brought you flowers and held your hands. Should have gave you all my hours when I had the chance. Take you to every party, because all you want to do is dance.
Yun.
Napakasimple lang, no? Napakasimple lang. Flowers, di ba? Flowers, dance, time. Tapos
Dance.
minsan, kapag sobrang nakapark tayo sa career natin, nami-miss out natin that there's a person waiting in our car. Na minsan kahit siya burnout na parang you enjoy the air condition, the place where you at, pero there is a person outside standing or waiting in the car over the heat of the sun, over the sweaty feeling, tapos yung neglect na, syempre bababa yun, and that person would choose to go eventually.
Ikaw, Coach Danny, you've been a teacher for a long time.
Yes.
Diba? What
Yes.
made you decision to shift to life coaching?
It's
Siguro
love.
wow.
It is love.
It is love.
Love with
Change gear to life coaching from teaching. Although natuturo pa rin naman ako hanggang sa ngayon. Anytime I am open na bumalik sa San Sebastian, tinutuloy ko pa rin yung pagtuturo ko ng Nihongo dito. But changing, not really shifting. So just adding something
yes.
to a career already, to life coaching. And it is because of love. Coach A is Coach A. I am the husband. Kapag ipasok ko sa ulo ko yung stereotyping, who is the head of the family, mahirap yan eh.
Tama.
Mahirap yun. So, as much as possible, you do not want to live in the shadow. Sa mga lalaki yun. But in my case, hindi. Because ang panon is that I really allowed her to grow. Walang Coach A kung siguro ako ay possessive
Correct.
at controlling. Hindi. Even before, ganun na yung pananaw ko. That a person should be given the chance to grow. So not because you are the husband, you are the head of the family, pwede mong isagtabi yung potential ng partner mo. Hindi. I allowed my wife to grow, at dahil doon palagay ko naman nagpapasalamat siya. Because
And actually, pati kami.
yeah,
Kasi lahat kami life coaches.
so yung change gear, ngayon pumasok ako sa life coaching. It took me 1 year na just watching what is going on until I realized that in order to me to get out is to get in.
Yeah, in order for you to get out,
Is to get
is to
in.
get in.
Yung mga voice
So,
ng mga ano eh. Wisdom.
Philosophy din naman yung tinapos ko. So, I used to think, I used to philosophize even before. Medyo natabunan lang siya ng nag-shift ako sa Nihongo. More on memorization, parang nakalimutan ko. And it's only now that I started to like it again. Thinking, learning the life skills, thoughts that can help you live a life to the fullness. Parang, I would say it is because of love.
Totoo.
And ako, I fully agree kasi yung naging na-certify din ako as a life coach. And I didn't have any intention to be a life coach before. Mahal ko lang yung asawa ko, so pinag-drive ko. Andito po siya sa audience. So, nadala lang ako dito. And I came to realize after 2 months ata, 3 months of going to Decaf Coffee Republic, I've realized na ang ganda ng profession eh.
Yes.
It's really life-changing na yung buhay mo muna yung mababago, then you can change other people's lives. And that has strengthened yung relationship ko with my wife. Although, yung changing gears nga, masakit sa una eh. Kasi uncomfortable siya. Pero once na oil mo na yung gears, smoothly nagiging okay na siya. Pero the intention is to not have it flowing continuously. Meron pa rin mga time na may masisira, kailangan mo lang ayusin. Or kailangan mong palitan, o kailangan mong pabilisan. So that has helped. Same goes sa workplace sa akin. Napakalaking tulong to shift that and to really have the love twofolds. One, the love for your family, and two, the love of your profession. And I think that's something then, Coach Alan, na that's the one thing that you love as well as being a pastor, no? And adding up yung life coaching. Paano na i-strengthen ngayon yung magiging pastor mo sa mga followers?
Well, the thing that really attracted me in life coaching is the question that Coach A kept on asking, are you empowering or are you crippling? So, it's very, for me, the old mindset is that you're empowering if you keep on supplying what the people needs to do. Okay, so parang spoon-fed. Ganito, ganyan. Parang wow, di ba? Ang galing-galing mo. But eventually, you're crippling them because the idea, the solution, didn't come from them, it came from you. But right now, by intently listening and by praying, of course, praying the right question to ask, to draw the right answer, dun sila eh. And I have seen this a lot of times. I've been certified last October. Pero, di ba, nakwento ko sa inyo, last Monday lang, na series of counseling 3 times a week, how many hours, you just keep on saying to them what to do again. Ganun pa rin matitigas ulo eh. But when the solution comes from them, the shortest was 15 minutes. And it's life-changing for them. But of course, it's all about for us. We are really praying that these people, that this person will realize. So sobrang helpful talaga.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I think we're in the last segment of our show. One takeaway that you can give the audience, coaches, for them, and they can contact you as well.
Siguro
Start tayo.
pati aside from that is our last question that we want to address din, aside from that.
Yeah. You want to start, Coach Clint?
And one thing that I can give the audience is the question of what are your priorities right now? Kasi when choosing between love and career, it's about your priority in life. Parang nung estudyante ka, anong prioridad mo? Prioridad mo mag-aral. When the relationship, yung pag-boyfriend, girlfriend, ginamit yan. Hindi naman na sinasabing masamang tao sila, no? Naranasan ko rin mag-girlfriend ng college, and it's more about nakakasama ba sa yung relasyon or nakakaputi. It's more of, yun yan, knowing your priorities. Kung ang priority mo in life is trabaho mo na, make yourself whole, make yourself happy, complete kung ano yung gusto mong mangyari sa buhay mo, do it. Pagdating naman ng panahon na may anak ka na, may pamilya ka na, pamilya mo rin yung pag-priority mo.
Who are the people you help, Coach?
As a coach, I'm a relationship coach. So what I help are people who are ano sila, medyo confused, or they have questions in life regarding their relationships. Bakit hindi nag-work? Bakit mali? Lagi ko iniiwan? Bakit hindi ko mahanap si Mr. Right? Or bakit hindi ako makaalis sa ganitong habit? All of these kasi meron yung underlying na factor. So yun yung I help people draw it out, then we look at the root kung ano pa yung natin gawin dyan. So ano gusto mong mangyari sa buhay.
Okay, thank you. Coach.
Siguro ako, isa sa takeaway ko is, naniniwala ko that life is in its finest when what you are doing now is aligned with your purpose. Kasi parang for me, work, career, or everything that we do, katulad nung tinake out ni Coach A last time, which is divine orchestration ng relationship, I called naman itong career is a divine work siya or divine calling. So if that is aligned with what you purposely need to do, life would be so much full of joy, compassion, and love. Siguro taking out from that, being a life coach, siguro I support din yung gusto kong kumakausap ng katulad nito men that empowers themselves to express how they feel more than to express themselves in the gym. So who strengthens their body, the muscles, much more important to strengthen their relationship outside of it, which incorporates with friends, with romantic relationships and all. Pero okay. Tapos siguro question ko is for our listeners, what are the things that you are doing now in your work that brings purpose in your life in different aspects of your life? And how do you want to progress upon identifying those things? Okay, so yun lang.
Coach Ed, who are the people that you help?
Ako, ayun nga, I want to help leaders, yung mga men natin out there na really is hiding behind those fearfulness feelings, yung sobra silang parang nakatayo, na grounded, pero deep inside, parang daw siyang toasted siopaw. Crunchy sa labas, soft sa loob. Pero yung softness, hindi siya ma-enjoy kasi feeling nila that would incorporate a weakness of a person. And ego. Yeah.
So you're bringing down that.
Yes, yung mga ego man dyan. Hello.
Emoji kayo dyan. Okay, kung nakaka-relate. Coach Danny.
Kaka-certify ko lang last February 2.
Congratulations.
I would like to concentrate on relationship. So, relationship coach. So we can exchange notes.
Wow.
And techniques.
At saka yung mga nalulungkot,
Ikaw pa.
nawawalan ng hope sa buhay.
Yes.
Maybe you would like to talk to a coach. It could be me. Ang question ko lang sa nanonood ngayon, kung ikaw yung nag-iisip between career and love relationship, as a coach, ganito siguro ang itatanong ko sa iyo. How much of your career matters after 10 years from now, and how much of your relationship right now will matter after 10 years. So, i-consider mo yan, then you may be able to make the decision.
Yes.
Yan, ganda.
Galing.
Ako naman, I'm Coach Sean. Yung focus ko talaga is life skills. I really want to teach children and adolescent basic life skills kasi for me, I feel na yun yung nawawala.
Yes.
Kaya madaming mga bata ngayon na lumalaki, may anxiety at may depression. And that's something that I would want to prevent in the future. For me, the question that I've always asked the people that I talk to is, if you're given a magic wand and you're given 3 wishes without any limiting beliefs whatsoever, what are the 3 things that would give you meaning and fulfillment in life? Kasi most of the time, people wish for money, power, possession, house and lot, buying a car, going somewhere, places, and so on. But I challenge you, okay, kaya mo naman i-achieve yun eh. Pero what's next? What will that bring to you and your family? Would it really build or would it really give the best life that you can give to your family and to yourself? Kasi yun yung nawawala eh. And that's something that's really a challenge right now. It's really focusing on the things that are important. Sabi ko nga lagi eh, one of the stresses in life is your inability to really make a decision of what
Yes.
you want to do in life. Yun yung challenge dun eh. So, you need to really focus on. So, those are the people that I want to help. Yung mga professionals yan, yung
Kaway
mga
din.
high achievers. Yung, kasi doon din ako eh. Galing ako doon na I achieve everything. I have this ego and I always feed it. Pero nung naging life coach ako, I realized that ego will not take you anywhere. If you're always gonna put your ego up front, wala kang matututunan and you're never gonna be successful in your life.
Yes.
So yun, Zach. Thank you.
Thank you.
Coach?
The question that I want to leave the audience is that, are you letting things happen, or are you making things happen in your life and in your relationship? Let me reiterate that. Are you letting things happen, or are you making things happen? I have been a pastor for 17 years, and I attended a lot of funerals, and almost all of the funerals that I facilitated or I handled. Recently, I officiated a funeral. Never in those funerals that I heard the people, the friend, na lagi nilang sinabi, meron bank account to na ganito kalaki, he finished this, he's the CEO, he's the general manager of the certain company. Walang nagsabi ng mga na-achieve nila at never din nagsabi ng mga naipon nila. All of those funerals, the good ones, na sinasabi ko, for me, the good ones, is when they talk about the character and the values
Of a person.
of those deceased, nung mga namatay. And for me, that is where I want to come in and help, is that for you, siguro it's a life coaching then, is that when you pick and choose the values that you would like to be remembered with, because I guarantee you, I have seen it. I have seen bad funerals. Ang lagi nilang sinasabi, mabait, mapagbiro. Kasi that's the generic. But when they say, this guy is a very generous person who went extent just to give this kind of it, para sa akin yun yung mga magagandang funeral. And I would like to end in a quote from The Last Samurai, wherein the emperor, the young emperor, asked Tom Cruise, I forgot the character, tell me how he died. Sabi ni Tom Cruise, no, let me tell you how he lived. I want to help you that when you leave this world, masyadong morbid, pero you and I will definitely go there. People will talk about how you live to the fullest. I'm Coach Alan.
Thank you.
Thank
That's
you,
it
Coach.
for
Woo!
Coach Cafe. Thank you very
Woo!
much.
And we have a live coaching 101 to be happening when? In
Kailan?
February 18. Yeah.
Okay.
And also with Coach Lin Talk.
Meron pa, February 18. Relationship 101.
Relationship 101, I'm sorry.
Yung talk ko, Relationship 101, entering relationships with a purpose.
Yun.
So this was originally on Feb 18, which is on Monday, but I decided to to better accommodate people, no, yung availability nila, I'll be moving it on Saturday, which is Feb 23.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. If you're interested in getting a life coach, you may message the page, Life Coach Philippines. At kung gusto nyo din maging certified life coach, the Life Coach Training Institute is the only institute in the Philippines that's doing face-to-face certification.
Yes.
You can't get that anywhere else. It's only here at DCAP
DCAP
Coffee
Coffee
Republic.
Republic.
Thank you very much.
Every Wednesday, upper box.
Sorry.
And every Sunday, 5 p.m. And thank you for the sponsors.
Sponsor.
Sponsors namin ni DCAP
Coach
Coffee.
Danny, meron ko bang break lang?
Thank you.
Yung about yung class mo or...
Yan, yung Nihongo class.
Nihongo class.
We can
Open for registration at the age 6 to 10.
Yun.
Mag-Olympics na. You might want to learn some Japanese bago pumunta ng Japan.
Yes.
Coach,
Coach,
March
Yun lang.
11.
Siguro sa March, we will start a new series with my fellow coaches then. We will cordially invite you. Pero all these events will be posted in DCAP Republic. Oo. So again, maraming salamat. So DCAP Coffee Republic.
Madami pong activities na nangyayari dito
Ayan.
sa DCAP Coffee Republic. Just go
Yes.
to the page, check it out. You'll have fun here.
Thank you.
very much.
Arigatou